closet? What the? Danny, how many days have I been in this closet? Dung! It's been how long since I've made a video? I done it this time. Probably one of the stupidest things I've ever been caught doing on camera. This was all premeditated. I don't know why I'm acting like, oh, you got me. But hey guys, sorry it's been so long. I've just been a girl living life. Whoa. I've just been a girl who's been living life, and I've been up to a lot. No, I freaking haven't. I haven't been up to a lot. I went to a Tyler the Creator concert, and I posted this pictures on my Instagram. If you want to follow me there, no pressure, but I'd really like it if you would, because it'd be really fun for me. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. I haven't done that since like the 8th grade. I just like the voice cracks are a little like what's going on, you know? My first time getting high. Sorry, my YouTube notifications are a lot right now. But so I've been gone a long time, and I apologize. I've just had so many ideas. I've been in the car for like 32 hours because I drove to my friend's house, then we drove to the concert, then we drove back, and then I had to drive back to my house, and that in total was 12 hours, and then I had to drive to Florida. I didn't drive, my dad drove to Florida 10 hours and then back. It's just been a lot, and I'm sorry, you guys. There's just like so many videos I want to make, and I'm scared like I'm not gonna have the follow through. Like, I'm just scared I'm not gonna have like the what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm talking. I'm worried I'm not gonna be able to follow through because there's so much going on in here at all times. I also have the worst case of senioritis that I need to be out of here. I need to be out of here. This weekend's my prom, and I'm going with my girlfriend, and I'm so freaking excited. I told my girlfriend about us. Hey, I told my girlfriend about us. I've been like slowly letting the people in my life know that I have a YouTube channel. Not because I'm embarrassed of you guys. That's not what I'm saying. It's because I'm just embarrassing. It's not you. It's me. Trust me. But yeah. So now my lovely, lovely girlfriend knows. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm sorry. This is such a long intro. I'll put like the little, if I can figure it out, I'll put the little, you know, like timestamp thing. But first video back, and I'm talking about a Kanye song. I'm talking about a Kanye song that came out I'm acting like I'm doing the math. I'm not doing the math. 7 years ago. That came out 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago. And, it's just, I was watching a Hive Mind video, and they were talking about Ghost Town, and that's not the song I'm talking about. That's not even the song I'm talking about. It's the track before that one on the album, self-titled, Yay. I Hate Being Bipolar. It's awesome, that one. And it's Violent Crimes, because I do like this song. But some of the material is just like questionable and odd, because I remember I've been wanting to talk about this song before I even had a YouTube channel. Like, I wrote down in my notes, like, I need to find some way to like just talk about this song, because I used to think it was like so interesting. And the way like Kanye and people in his space like treat women is just so interesting too, like listening to the song and then like reflecting on how he treats women. It's really interesting. I watched this one video. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description, because that's also what made me want to talk about this song, because Kanye just has such an interesting relationship with women. So interesting. But I really just wanted to talk about this song because I used to like almost think it was like, oh, like kind of sweet, a little misguided, but kind of sweet. But now it just like rings very hollow and shallow, and like apparently he didn't even write this song, which makes it less so heartfelt, like, you know. But also, like, even if he did write it, it still would be like, I think you missed the point, you know, like it just went but like it's seeing what we know about Kanye now, of course it went over your head, because like I just don't see a redemption arc at this point. Like, of course you feel this way about women. Of course, even like your best takes on women are still questionable, you know? Like, it's just, it's just interesting. So I really just wanted to talk about this song and how basically just misguided, and like it means virtually nothing because of the things he does later in his career and the things he says in this song, which again, I like the song. It's okay if you like the song because I like the song, but it's just a little interesting. Like at the beginning when he like like he's this close to getting the point. He's this close at the beginning when 07 shake 070 shake does his little like intro, falling, dreaming, tugging your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, plotting, scheming, finding reasons to defend all of your violent nights, which is like basically what Kanye is doing this whole song. Like he's like trying to reason with himself why he's being so protective of his daughter, why he's okay with beating someone else up to protect his daughter, why he's okay with hurting his own child for her own good. Like he's basically this whole song he's just like no, like I have to do this, it's for my daughter. Like she may hate me now, but I have to do this for my daughter's own good. So like he understands that he's defending something that's not defendable, that like, hey, you can't just beat your daughter up because like she makes bad decisions. Like that's why she's going to abusive men, because that behavior is what she's seeing in you, her father. So, and obviously like this isn't like, it's fictional because this was made when, I don't even know when was Northwest born. I know she might have been like, she could have been 5 or something. I don't know. I think she's like 9 though, isn't she? Is she 9 or 10? Or she's 13? I don't know. Let me actually look that up. I have a computer right in front of my face. Hello. She's 11. Okay. That was close. So she was 5 years old. Yeah, I was right when this song came out. And so all of this is obviously fictional, but like he's saying like he would be willing, like later he says, where is it? He talks about like he says, you break a glass and say it again. She can't comprehend the danger she in. If you whip her ass, she moving with him. With him. Then he whip her ass, you go through it again, but how you the devil rebuking the sin. And I think that's so interesting. Like I'm just doing what's best for you. How am I the bad guy here? But like you just said it. You're doing what you're getting mad at her. You're mad at her because she's dating someone who is abusive, who's toxic, who's objectifies her, who doesn't clearly care about her. And later, I don't know if in the timeline, I don't know if like this is before, I don't know if like this is before or after he witnesses his daughter having like going through physical abuse, or like if it's just like verbal abuse and emotional abuse. But like you physically abuse your daughter, of course she's gonna think that behavior is okay for her significant other to do, because you're her father who's supposed to love her unconditionally the most. That's what I don't understand about people who like hit their kids, because it's like, what, you are supposed to be a figure in their life who loves them unconditionally, and no matter what they do, you know, some exceptions I guess, you're supposed to give them unconditional love. Why would you hit them? Why would you teach your child that that's what you do to people you love for their own good? Like, do you know how crazy you sound? Anyways, I could talk about that another day. But basically, like, saying, like, why do you see me as the bad guy when I'm literally telling you, like, you're mad at me for hitting you, but he hits you. But that's because you told her that it's okay for people who love you to hit you. So what do you mean? And like, I think like a part of this is like self-awareness, but like, I don't know. It's just like, because the way Kanye treats women currently in his last relationship with Bianca, is that her name? Bianca? I'm pretty sure they're Splitsville, you know? Like, you are talking so openly about how like, no, like my views of women have changed ever since I've had a daughter. You shouldn't sexualize women, hero. You shouldn't objectify them. Women are more than just like ass and tits, you know? But like, you parade around with a basically naked woman as like almost like a weird trophy. Like, she doesn't talk to the public. She doesn't do interviews. She doesn't talk. Like, she's very disconnected from the public. She's basically just like your little pet with big boobs and a butt. That's real. Like, she's just an accessory, a trophy for you to walk around with and be like, yeah, I can treat my girlfriend however I want. I can make her like strip in front of millions of people, and she's okay with that because she's my property. Because that's also but again, that's not surprising, like, learning about this later, because he's talking about his daughter like she is his property. And I get how, like, you're gonna want have some sort of ownership over your child because that's your child, but like at some point you have to, like, I think this is what my mom struggles with too. Not trying to get me involved, but you have to be willing to understand that your child is their own person and not an extension of you. And you can want to protect them, but you have to understand you do not own this person. Because there's going to be one day where you can't own this person. They're going to be an adult and they're going to have to go out in the world and experience things and make mistakes. And you're just going to have to be their reinforcement and be their unconditional love and support. But, like, you can't stop those things from happening by being a crazy helicopter parent. And I understand, like, some of that could be from anxiety, from like there's tons of different things. If they had like a situation where, like, I don't know, they, like, my mom's super freaked out by, like, what are those things? The ATVs. Super freaked out because a kid in her math class when she was in, like, 7th grade died. So she's a freak about. So, like, there's different things that, like, impact the way you parent. So I understand that, but you have to understand that this is a person, not just, like, your little doll that you get to dress up and you like, that's why I also think it's so weird when, I witnessed this a couple days ago when I was in Florida at a museum. It was this grandma and this mother, I think, and she was talking with this little boy and she's like, let's go find your girlfriend. I think it's so weird when, like, people just see 2 toddlers and they're like, you're dating. It's like, hello, they're 4. What are we doing? But anyway, like, they're not just like your little doll that you get to play pretend with, you know, like, that's an actual person and that's going to have consequences the way you treat them. And I don't think some people understand that. It's not just like, oh, fun for me and this isn't gonna affect you at all. No, that's a person, dog. But I just think it's, like, so interesting how this, and also, like, what happens his next album, which is Jesus is King, which is, like, his worst album. Actually, take that back. The whole Vultures shit is way worse. And I didn't even listen to that shit. I listened to a few songs and I'm really disappointed that JPEG Mafia is on, or not on. I think he helped produce. Like, what are we doing? What is that song? Don't trust other men. Okay, I won't. You're other men. I forget what the song is called. Something about don't trust men. I don't know. It's like, I'm just worked up right now because I just think this song is, like, so, like, it has the potential to be a great, like, piece of art that, like, really shows how Kanye has reflected and learned and changed his relationship towards women. Because, hey, objectifying women, not good, not great, shouldn't do it. But if you're gonna, like, I'd rather you realize, oh, women are human beings after having a child than never at all. So, like, this could be a very interesting, like, oh, introspective, like, how I used to be, like, a pimp, and, like, I used to just, like, treat women as currency and as, like, almost disposable. But, like, now that I have a daughter, I realize that this is, like, a person, and that it's not someone to just be tossed away. Like, this, like, women have feelings and they should be, you know, treated as such. But then, like, it almost falls into, like, this victim blamey kind of, like, where he's like, no yoga, stick to piano and karate. It's like, I don't want you looking like your mommy. It's like, what? Sorry. He doesn't actually say that, but, like, he says that, but, like, I didn't mean to rhyme. I'm sorry. It's just, like, weird. He talks about how drapes more like, what does he say? Something about how I pray your body drapes more like mine. So I guess, like, looks, but also that could be interpreted as, like, you wear clothes more similar to mine, like baggy, you know, blah, blah, blah. And not, like, how Kim is known to show skin, wear tight fitting clothes. But that's just so odd to me because, again, you're talking about how, because I think the big problem with this song is there is no, like, you're not holding men accountable at all. This whole song is about how men are bad and I'm going to teach you how to deal with that. No, how about we start teaching men to not be bad? Like, because you contribute to a culture. Kanye contributes, and people like Kanye contribute to a culture where, oh, women are just objects. Women, like literally 2 of his album covers just have a woman's bare ass cheeks in them. What are we doing? What are we doing? And again, I'm not like a prune. What is that? A prude. I'm not a prune, which I'm pretty sure is a fruit. Is that or am I thinking of a date? Forget it. I'm not like, oh, like, cover up. Like, I don't care because those women are doing that. They're models. Like, do what you want with your body. I don't care. But you're just, it doesn't mean anything. There's nothing behind, oh, I'm just gonna have this woman naked. What it symbolizes, oh, I have full control over women. I can tell them to strip when I want them to. I control what my girlfriend eats. I control what she wears, blah, 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 blah. Because that's literally what his relationship with that, is her name Bianca? I'm sorry. Because, like, I know so much about Kanye, but that's because he's Kanye. But I don't even know this woman's name because he doesn't let her speak. I think he's just a control freak, and I think that's his problem. Again, I don't know this man, but Bianca Kanye, I'm gonna be really embarrassed if this isn't her name. Yeah, she left him. Okay. Whew, that would have been embarrassing. Yeah, it would have been. But I just think it's so interesting, and like how he's talking about how men on social media treat his like infant child, like all in the comments, you want to vomit, that's your baby, you love her to death. Okay, but again, you are contributing to a culture where you are making it okay for people to talk about strangers' bodies on the internet, women's bodies on the internet. Like, and I understand it's all fun and songs, and like I listen to some songs that like say misogynistic shit. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't, and that is a problem in music, rap specifically. I don't really know why, and I feel like that's not really my place to say, like, oh, blah, 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 you know, not really my place, but misogyny is just rampant in the music industry in general. But, like, again, you contribute to that, like, the objectification and normalizing men just, like, commenting on women's bodies. And, like, yeah, just because you're not commenting on an underage girl's body, that doesn't mean you're not promoting just this idea in general about, because men on the internet who do that sort of shit, do you really think they're sitting here like, well, she is only 13? No, they don't give a fuck. They literally like write in the comments like, can't wait till you turn legal so I can talk about your boobs or whatever, you know? Like, they're still thinking about it. They're just like, no, like, oh, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just odd. And I just think this song was like trying to do something and it just doesn't accomplish. And I wish it did, because it could have been such like an interesting introspective piece of media where like, oh, this person used to like he's kind of like paying forward. I'm sorry. He's just like, because again, I'd rather you learn this lesson super late in life than never. I mean, again, why does it take you to be a 30-year-old man and have a child to be like, oh, I shouldn't call women bitches and hoes just for existing, you know? Or just really in general. So it's like, I don't know. It's like this could be seen as baby steps, but everything you've created after this is just like in the complete opposite direction. Because you have that whole like, Jesus is king, like it, again, it takes this whole very misogynistic route where it's like cover up, don't do yoga, don't do Pilates, just play piano and stick to your hobbies, because if you basically, you being sexualized is your fault because you're putting yourself in positions where you could be sexualized, so just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then he takes this like whole like religious route that's, I don't even know, I don't think I know a single song on Jesus is King. and I don't plan on ever listening to that album. So it's just like weird. He takes this like self-righteous like oh, like we can't be doing this to our women anymore, and he does like the whole Jesus is King, and then he just makes like 2 like shitty albums about, or I guess he did Donda after that, about how like I love women's boobs. Like, well, I guess that's not all what, it's just like baffling, because that's literally like what else does the cover of Vultures 1 mean? It's literally just him, you can't see his face, and a basically naked woman. Like, what other message could that send other than this is a woman and she is mine, and I control her, I control what she wears, when she is clothed, when she's not clothed, and it's just so interesting. I don't know, I didn't plan to be talking for this long. I just think it's like so hollow and empty to just be like, bro, like we gotta start treating these women better, and then like in the next few years, all of that was bullshit, because obviously it was bullshit. And like, it's great that you want your daughter to be protected and all that shit. And it is important to have conversations. I'm not saying don't have conversations. We don't have to be coy. We don't have to be like ignorant and like, oh, women are fine today. Like, you can go out at night. You can do this. You can do that. It's important to have those conversations with your daughter. Like, hey, there are some bad people in the world, and you might need to alter your behavior so bad things don't happen to you. And that sucks. But also, don't promote a culture where bad people can continue to do bad things to women, and that's just okay, because that's just the music industry, baby. Like, you're contributing to the problem you're complaining about, and you're only complaining about it because it affects you. And I think that's just the problem with this is just gonna be a tirade against men, and I'm not trying to make it, but I think that's the problem with men like Kanye, is they have a hard time seeing outside of themselves. They're very entitled to what they want when they want it, and oh, now I have my own flesh and blood is being affected by my contribution to the culture, to what I've consciously put out there. Bad, but it's like, hey, you did that, and like, you're acknowledging that I used to be like that. Deep down, I still am this thing. That's what I also don't like, is like this like idea that like deep down, no, this is just a man's biological, we're just monsters, we're savages, and women just need to tame us. No, you just need to get your shit together. Like he says, I'm a N-word, I know what they want. Okay, and I understand you're being realistic. You know that like men on the internet are weird, horny freaks. You know that. And that's okay for you to recognize, but why do you have to be like I'm like them, low-key? Like, all of us have this, it's innate within us. No, it's not. It's something you learned throughout time, and that you're rationalizing because, oh, that's just biology for you. That's just how it is. Boys will be boys. That's basically what you're saying. You're throwing your hands up in the air and being like, boys will be boys. Don't do Pilates, babe. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, it just rings so hollow and empty, because the whole thing is just like, well, I don't know, like, don't put yourself in a position where you could be sexualized on the internet. And that whole like thing about like North being on the internet, that's a whole thing, which I don't really want to get into. It's like, it's an account her and her mom share. I don't even think the comments are on. Who cares? I don't know. If you're a parent, do what you want with your kids. I don't care. Well, don't do what you want. Do it. You can control their internet access. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, it's just like, hey, how about we not, like, stop, like, hey, oh, don't post a picture of yourself on the internet. Hey, how about stop, like, being a weirdo? Do you know what I'm saying? Like stop condoning, or like stop perpetuating this idea that like women are just like objects, and it's okay to like be weird to them on the internet, because what is that? Send this bitch a picture of my dick. I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not so good at that shit. It's like, yeah, we know. Took you like 2 divorces in to realize that. Just kidding, that song came out. I think, were Kim and him even married? I don't know. That song is also really interesting. I do like it better than this. I don't know. Kanye is just such an interesting person. And I just think he needs the internet taken away from him. You need to be you need to be locked in prison for a very long time. You need the internet taken away from you. You are a danger to society. I was talking about that today with my girlfriend. But I just think it's so interesting because the whole theme throughout this is like, Kanye, you're this close to getting it. You're this close to getting it. But then it all just circles around, comes back to women don't do that. And men won't have a reason to react the way they're going to react. You know, like, men won't have a reason to like look at you inappropriately if you're covered up, you know? It just all relates back to men avoiding responsibility and just being like, women, you know better. You need to tame this beast of a husband. It's like, no, you're a grown-ass man. Hey, you're a grown-ass man. You can vote. You can get a vasectomy if you want, you know? You can do all the things. All the things that are important in life, of course. Keep it in your pants, baby. Keep it in your pants. Thanks. Like, why is that a woman's job to tame you, to wrangle you like a beast? Like, what are we doing? But anyways, sorry. Tangent over. I just think that song is so, like, it just like makes me sad because like you're so close to being self-aware, so close to getting it. And I think that was just an era of his life where, like, was he being medicated at that point? I don't know. I think he was coming to terms with the fact that he was bipolar and he might have been getting, I don't know. I don't know Kanye. I don't know what's going on with him. I just know, like, the people around him are just sycophants and enablers and yes men who don't know how to tell him no because they're too worried about, like, oh, but, like, if I tell him no, he's just gonna, like, ostracize me and I want to be friends with Kanye West. So it's just, like no one around him, like, actually cares enough about him to, like, do anything. So it's just, like, sad, but also, hey, you're a grown man. You got to take some responsibility, you know? Like, you can't just, like, say, I hate Jewish people, and then be like, I'm bipolar, I'm sorry. Didn't know. Or he didn't even say that. He was just like, sorry. Or he didn't say sorry. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Elon Musk thing because he was just like, I have Asperger's. Sorry, I did a Nazi salute. I have Asperger's. Okay. I don't think that's what autism is. But anyways, I'm gonna stop this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that'd be so super cool. Let me know if there's any, like, video ideas you want to see. I have a few in mind. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to them because I'm just overwhelmed. So just let me know. Let me know if you liked the video. Let me know if you hated the video. Let me know if the skit at the beginning was dumb, stupid, and erratic, and I need to be locked away for a very long time. I need the internet taken away from me. I'm a danger to society, and I need to be put in an institution. Let me know. Later.